Hey, thank you so much for coming to the next video. So in the last video, we finished with the third scene, I believe. And so this is what we created. This is the final result of the last video where the agents prepare to shoot Neo. So this is what we have so far. Neo stands up. Agent turns around. Agents prepare to shoot. Okay, and then Neo says no. He says no, and that's the next scene here. Okay, so that's the next scene. Neo just stands there and says no, turns his head, and that's it. Okay, so let's take a look at iClone. Let's go into iClone and let's create this scene. So before we move on to Neo, let's clean up and let's finalize this scene. So now we have 3 agents that are positioned and ready to shoot, but they have not shot yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch out of that camera. Let's switch to our preview camera, and we're gonna do what we did last time. You're gonna see a lot of repetition, and repetition is key. That's how you're going to remember how to do this and how to make your own films. So if you remember what we did last time, we're going to right click and remove object animation so we can keep that pose. And we're also going to do the same for all the 3 agents. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now we have them at that pose. So when we play the animation, they're not going to change. Okay, we have pretty much saved them at this pose. All right, now we need to actually hide the agents. So let's hide them and let's show Neo. Where's Neo? Okay, so this is Neo. Let's go to Neo. He should be somewhere here. There he is. Okay, so now we need to focus on Neo again, and we don't need to show the agents because in this scene we only see a close-up of Neo from the shoulders up. Okay, so this is a pretty simple one. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to record some audio, because Neo says no here. So you play no. So he says no somewhere around here. Okay, and again, the more accurate your timing is when you're in iClone, the less editing you have to do later. So make sure that you are very good with your timing. Okay, so he says no. Okay, and let's look at ours. No. There we go. So now I'm gonna say maybe around here. This is where Neo is gonna say no. Let's select Neo. Let's go to modify, and let's see if I can add some voice. Create script, record. No. No. Okay, good. So we have recorded that. Click OK. And now let's increase the Visimi strength. No. Okay, great. So now he says no. And let's do some very minor lip syncing improvements to the mouth. No. Okay. So to edit your lip syncing, you're going to select the character, and if you don't see the character here, make sure that you click on this button. When it's green, then you should see your character. Click on the down arrow, and we're going to click on the check mark. We're going to check this box here that says Visimi. Okay, so now we have the audio file that we just recorded, and let's play back and see. No. Okay, so that's our audio. Now we need to do some lip syncing, okay? So in the Visime, we're gonna click the down arrow. So now we can see the actual waveform, and now we can see the lips, okay? That's what we want. So let's click on the zoom and let's click on actual size. And then we're gonna scroll now to the actual audio, and let's take a look. I'm just gonna right click on the parts that don't have any speech and delete it to clean up the audio a bit. And I'm gonna click on this part, break, click on this to delete that. So now we've cleaned up the audio. Okay, but the lips are wrong, so no. So let's click here, double click, and we're gonna change this to a W so he can have a W sound. I'm gonna increase that. So he says no, his mouth will look more accurate. There we go. That's all we have to do. And we're done with that. Okay, so very quickly we've added some voice acting to our previs. Okay, great. Another thing too that we can do is turn his head. There are many ways to do that. We can go into the direct puppet, select the head, and okay. Okay, so that's a really great way to change your, but as you can see, Neo starts off facing the front almost, so let's change his beginning position so that he's a little bit more like this, because that's more so how he's faced. And so let's go to camera 2 because that was our initial camera for Neo. Okay, and we're seeing him only from the shoulders up, but let's see what happens if we use the face puppet tool. Okay, so we can so for me, I preferred to do a motion of him looking down like this or like this. No, but that's up to you. These are the tools that you're going to use in order to make his head turn. You can also play the animation, and at the desired keyframe or time frame, you can set a keyframe and move his head manually by using the edit motion layer. So select the head and just move it. Okay. And then when you do that, you're probably going to need to move back and reset and then play it. Alright, so there we go. That's a very easy and quick way to move Neo's head. And now let's set our camera. I think maybe for the camera, since we're using camera 2 again, you can leave it this way if you like, or if you want it to be exactly like this, then just zoom in and shoot it from the shoulders up. So we're using a negative super 16. I think maybe this is too much, but it depends on the Okay, so whichever effect you're going for, you can go with whatever effect you like. Okay, so that's a very easy way to go ahead and do this scene. And of course, you would just render this out once you're done. Render video. And so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next clip where we will be creating the gunshots. And this part is so much fun, and this part is probably going to take the most time because there's a lot going on here that I have to show you. This is going to be introducing particle effects and then also some physics. So I'll see you in the next video.